Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining me for this today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, I invited you here because you are doing so much in our community, and I really think that you are making history for us. So, I wanted to ask you to get a little more details about all the wonderful things that you do. Is that okay?
Sure, sure.
Awesome. So first, I know you from the Lancaster County Democratic Party, and you're the second vice chair. Can you tell me more about what you're able to do with the Democratic Party?
Well, definitely support all the programs. I've been really active with voter registration, voter education, and specifically trying to target low turnout areas based on the data.
Wow, that's really important. You're making sure everyone has a voice.
Trying to, that, yes, that is significant.
Yes, absolutely. And you founded our Lancaster County Democratic Women's Council.
Yes, I was so excited about that. The enthusiasm of the women and the community and the Democratic Party's support to do that. And there were other councils in other counties. So, I said, well, Lancaster can't be left behind. We've got to have one too. So I'm just thrilled, that it came to being.
That's amazing. And I've seen some of the awesome things that our women have done, like the day of service on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Mhm. Yes, we had a food drive for Hope in Lancaster because Hope has been doing a phenomenal job during the pandemic and even pre-pandemic, but definitely during the pandemic. And even agencies around Lancaster have pulled in to help during the time when there was low turnout of volunteers who couldn't come out because of the pandemic. And the demand is high and it continues to be high from our residents. So we decided that would be a good initiative to support, to have a food drive and donate the food to Hope in Lancaster. And that turned out really, really well. We had over 160 items of food to
Wow.
donate on the day of service.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. And are you on the board of directors for Hope in Lancaster?
Yes, yes, I have been on the board of directors for several years, and it's such a great team to work with. And the executive director, Becca Clausen, she's just a real go-getter. So yes, I definitely enjoy serving on the board of directors.
That's fantastic. So what all does Hope do? You mentioned the food drive, so they get food to people. But what else does Hope do?
Oh, okay. Well, Hope offers financial assistance during the pandemic, especially. There's been a very high demand for rent assistance. And luckily, there's been the moratorium on eviction, so that has helped. But the demand for rent assistance and just the price of the assistance that's needed is definitely higher than in the past. So we've been able to help significantly with that, rent and utilities. We also have a program, Getting Ahead program, in a hard to get by world. So there are persons, who just have difficulty meeting their needs from month to month, week to week. And this program is targeting getting people out of poverty, preventing getting into poverty. So it's a program that teaches them budgeting, connect them with other resources. So it's been quite a successful program. We've just had graduates a few months ago from the program.
Oh, that's incredible.
So that's one of the programs that we offer. And our social worker, Ms. Childish, she coordinates that particular program. And we've been so excited. I'll just have to say something about the Tiny Chefs program. This
Oh,
program is orchestrated by Katie Powell, one of our staff, and it's having the youth, children in the kitchen and teaching them healthy recipes and menus to plan. And it has just taken off. The Tiny Chefs program has just been in such high demand. And we recently started the Food Share program. This is also a successful program. It's a fundraiser, but it's where a person or family can order a box of food per month, and it's all fruit and vegetables. So it's targeted again toward eating healthy. And not only is the community supporting that, but you can also order an angel box, and then that's given to a family who really needs it. So you can see I'm just excited about working with Hope.
Wow, you're meeting needs on so many levels. You're meeting
Thank,
the immediate needs, and then you're educating them so that they can become more independent. That's amazing.
thank you.
You're welcome. I also wanted to ask you about the work you do with the NAACP.
Yes, now in 2020, that was like a monumental task for me in particular because I was chair of the Census Committee, Census 2020 Complete Count Committee, where we were trying to get as many residents as possible to complete the census questionnaire. And that was more of a challenge in 2020 because of the pandemic. But again, I had a terrific team, a committee that was so dedicated to the cause. And just the whole Lancaster County community did their part in stepping to the plate. But it was a tremendous job. But the outcome was significant. Our county ended up with being number 3 out of 46 counties in
Wow,
South Carolina for getting the census completed. So we were really happy about that.
that is something to be very happy about. This
Yes,
is so important
yes.
for making sure we get our representation and services and everything that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you're also involved in your church, right? You do some.
Yes, yes, my church, of course, is priority. My church is still here, AME Zion Church, which is right here in the Lancaster Indian Land community. And it's actually my family church, believe it or not. That's the church I was christened in as a baby. And I maintained my membership there all my life, even when I lived out of the area. So now that I'm back in the area, I've become more active in my church. But I'm a life member of the Missionary Society there, a life member of the Lay Council, which is an organization that basically advocates for the laity and work with the clergy on policies and making disciples is basically the target. But yes, I'm very active in the church.
Wow. I also wanted to ask you about Live Healthy South Carolina, the mental health committee.
Mm-hmm. That is one that's really close to my heart because I'm a retired mental health therapist. And just working on that committee, as we know, mental health has not been able to get the resources nationally that it needs to implement the programs that it would like. But this committee, number one, is just trying to start identifying the mental health resources in Lancaster County, finding out what they offer, and then trying to identify the needs, not only with families and individuals, but also with children, especially pre and post pandemic. So we've been doing a lot of research and talking with representatives from other social agencies in the community and just trying to pull together some helpful information.
Wow. I, wow. This is amazing. You are meeting so many needs in our community and getting and inspiring other people to work alongside you. I'm grateful. Wow. What advice would you give to other women or anyone in our community who also want to make a difference?
Well, for me, I would say first, try to identify your passion, something that you really, really believe in. Because for me, that's where I put most of my energy. When people ask me, how do you do all these things? And I tell them, well, they all are passions for me. I'm very passionate about them. So that motivates me and gives me the drive. So that would be my first step in terms of what to do, in terms of identifying what you would like to do. And I guess, secondly, for me, I'm a very spiritual person. So I do meditate and I do pray and I do ask for guidance. And so far, I feel like I've been going in the right direction because it's been very rewarding for me and the community.
Wow. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
I would just like to encourage everyone to be involved in his or her community and just be involved in service because when we help others, it's not only rewarding for them, but it can be very rewarding for ourselves. So I would just encourage everyone to try to do something for their community in the area of service, no matter how small it is, to reach out and help someone else.
That's amazing advice. Thank you so much. And
You're
have
welcome.
a wonderful day and rest of your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye bye. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine.
Yes, you too.